Good evening, everyone from around Europe, and again, a couple of guests from the United States. My name is Dr. Peter Vertigem, and I'm very glad that you have chosen tonight to spend a few minutes of your time, of your valuable time, with us together to learn all about Gen Life and Gen Health. We, and I mean myself and my co-founder, Kettunen, who you will see in a little while here on the video, have founded this company almost 2 years ago when we started to think about how can we put our people that have been using nutrition for such a long time to improve their health into the next level of that nutrition. And, you know, I've been working for more than 15 years in development of dietary supplements. And I believe strongly that dietary supplements play a very important role in our current health. People have been relying, of course, on nutrition, on micronutrients, mostly from their food, from their vegetables, from their fruits. But today we're getting in a situation when it is increasingly difficult to find the micronutrients from those fruits and vegetables, and that has very different reasons. One is, for example, that our fruits and vegetables are grown in a completely different way as they used to be 50 or 100 years ago. Second is that we use a lot of different chemicals to grow our crops, meaning that the level of antioxidants, of vitamins, of minerals are clearly diminished. We see this over and over again. And, you know, we're getting into a phase where we're getting more and more savvy about the choices we make when it comes to our sources of micronutrients. I want to show you something. This morning when I woke up, I got in my mailbox. I'm going to show it to you right now. It is, I hope you can see it right now. I believe you can. And it is, yes, you can see it. It is the Global Wellness Summit. And this is a summit which is organized very frequently. This one was just a few weeks ago. And this Global Wellness Summit is a summit where scientists and industry experts from around the world come together. I'll show you the front page of the report. Here it is, Global Wellness Trends Reports. And I was looking through this report, and I looked at the different parts that were being discussed in this report, and I saw at point 7, here you can see it, I highlighted for you, nutrition gets very personalized. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what Gen Life is doing. That's exactly what we are doing, and we are completely following the trend that we will see happening and that we will see only increasing. So if you look at us, you have to place us in this great international trend that is evolving, personalized nutrition. And I'm going to switch now to my slides so I can show you what we are all about and that you can learn all about our company. Here we go. So we are a company that believes in science-based nutrition. Obviously, I mean, I'm a scientist, I'm a biochemist. I would never put my name behind that you sell when it comes to nutrition. Nutrition can be sold based on hearsay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is not enough. Hearsay is not what Marielle and myself want to be delivering to the field. And I'm sure every Gen Life health advisor that has joined our company has the same philosophy. We want to be talking about something that is based on nutrition. But as I said, I've been developing nutrition for many years, and I also don't want to give everybody the same thing. And that is typically also a old-fashioned way and still a very common way of providing nutritional products. If you go to the supermarket today, you're looking for your antioxidant supplement, you're going to get the same product that everybody else takes. And we know, and you saw that in the trend report that I just showed you, that is no longer what people accept. People understand that everybody is different. They have different biochemistry. We have a different background, and that means we need different optimal nutrition. We know that. We don't look like this. If this is the case, then it would be easy. We make 1 million products, 1 million antioxidant formulas. We can make them very cheap because we make 1 million of them, and then we tell everybody that it's a great product and that everybody should take it. Well, that's not what we want, because we don't look like this, we look like this. This is how our people around the world look like, and everybody understands that they are unique and they should not be going to the supermarket and buy the same thing what everybody does. You know, what's also very, very interesting to know, I mean, you've done it yourself, I'm sure. You go to the supermarket, you ask, which one should I take? Yeah, look at here, vitamin D, you see it clearly on the picture. Which one should I take? Well, the answer is typically, well, take this one because, you know, everybody else buys it. Hey, what kind of an argument is that? Why would I be buying because somebody else buys it? I want to buy what I need. And that is what personalized nutrition is about. And nutrition is, when you think about that, I mean, not every ingredient is by definition healthy for everyone. It's all because of our biochemistry. How do we know that ingredients are effective? Well, here you see a typical study results on, for example, omega-3 fatty acids. We know that in a typical study, you see a whole bunch of people have a benefit. Some people have a negative effect, as represented here by those arrows. And scientists know that there's always a variation among results in studies, and that is normal. That's what we see. That is reflecting exactly what GenLife stands for, namely, we are all different. We have a different study result. However, when you then take the average, which what scientists do, then you get an average result. And based on such study results, they can say, you know, this ingredient works. This is what everybody should have. But look at it. Not everybody should have it because there are people who actually will have a negative effect, all depending on your own biochemistry. Another big thing that scientists struggle with is giving you the advice on how much you need. We call that these days the recommended daily allowance, the number, which is a number that people tell you this is what you should have. Well, how do they know that number? They don't know anything about you. They just, again, take the average. They take thousands of people, find out how much of a certain ingredient they take. They put it on a curve, and they say in the middle is the recommended daily allowance. Ta-da, there's the number, right? But this means that, you know, a lot of people get too much, a lot of people get too little. In fact, there are only very few people that get exactly the right amount. So looking at this, this is the standard of dietary supplement development. And to me, I want to say, make here a statement based on these effects, which people know and understand, and scientists stand behind. I'm confident to say that from every formula that you have in the supermarkets or pharmacies or health food stores today, of those ingredients, 20% could be dangerous to you because they have a negative effect. There are many examples. You saw it in the omega-3 study results. 20%. 20% of the ingredients could have no effect because they don't interact with your biochemistry. And for the rest of the 60%, they're probably not in your perfect dose. Think about that. I mean, that's what reality is, and that's just because we're talking about averages. We want to change that world. We want to go on this trend of personalized nutrition, like many other scientists and also companies want to get to. We set out by saying, first, we want to find out what our customers will need, and then we will make a product to fill that need. And that is a dual proposition. You know, most companies, you see a lot of testing companies on the market today. They promise that they can test you and give you advice on what you should be eating or what you shouldn't be eating. But that's where it stops. There's nothing else following that advice, and most people are in the dark, you know, what to do then, because you can't go with those study results to a pharmacy and buy all the different things and get exactly what you need. You need help with that. In fact, that report I showed you told us, if you read through it, that the biggest lack in personalized nutrition is the coaching aspect of it, what to do next. And that is exactly what GenLife is offering you. We are doing the test based on DNA because that is the code to our body. That tells us what we need. And then we don't stop there. We provide you with a report that tells exactly what you need, how you're built, which mechanisms are working perfectly, which ones need extra support in terms of micronutrients. And then we make Gen Health for you, which then exactly matches those results that GenTest has shown. Now, we focus on the most important health concerns that we're facing today. We don't want to test irrelevant health concerns. There are many. DNA testing can be done today on all kinds of different health concerns, but if they're not relevant, if almost nobody has that specific health concern, it doesn't help you much either. So we zoom in on the most important health concerns. And here you see them. Cardiovascular disease, the #1 reason for dying in the Western world. Oxidative stress, the most important biochemical process underlying long-term health concerns, like type 2 diabetes. Detoxification, our body's own mechanisms to get rid of poisonous and dangerous chemicals from our environment. Inflammation, like an inflammatory joint disease. Alzheimer's disease, a very up-and-coming health concern that's also a big killer in our society. So you see the list here of health concerns that we chose to zoom into, that we consider relevant. And second, we also have this list because we have a nutritional angle to it. My 15 years, almost 20 by now, experience in developing dietary supplements knows there is a link between type 2 diabetes and nutrition. And if you take the right nutrition, you can prevent or delay the occurrence of that health concern. And that is the same for all these different health concerns. That is exactly what we focus on with Gen Health. We cover more than 95% of the health concerns that we are facing today with the Gen test. Where do we do Gen test? Well, we do it in Austria, in Salzburg to be precise. I was there 2 days ago, and it's a fantastic location. You're going to be seeing a video coming out in the next few days about me sitting down with our head geneticist, Dr. Daniel Wallersdorfer, who's running the lab over there, and who sits down with me and explains all the details of the lab, how it works, what makes it unique, and his vision on the different labs out there in the world. And we've seen a number of those labs out there in the world, and there are differences. There are absolute differences. He's very clear in explaining it, how certain labs are what he calls research labs, not bound by any government regulation, who just doing this as a one-man show almost, right? There are many labs or companies that sell tests, but actually do the test in places like India because it's a lot cheaper. There are companies who just do the test, make it cheaper, but actually sell your data for other reasons, for other income sources, so that they can keep the test low. We have a exclusive, high expert, first-class, state-of-the-art lab in Austria. And as you know, you can go there. In fact, on the 11th of February, the date is getting closer, we have, at this moment, 30 people, 30 Gen Life health advisors who are going to be visiting Gen Lab together with us. It's going to be an exciting day. Many of you who are on this webinar today will join us. And we've done this now for the second time on the 11th of February. And we know that it is an amazing experience for many to see where the test is done, and then also where Gen Health is made for you. We test 52 different genetic variations to cover all these health concerns. You know, this is how it works, right? We have, let's think about heart disease. Heart disease is many different mechanisms that can cause heart disease. Cholesterol absorption, balance between good and bad cholesterol, triglycerides, inflammation. And all these processes are mediated or regulated by an enzyme, by a protein, by a mechanism in our body. But due to genetic variations, these mechanisms can be distorted, can be not working so well. And that's what we're after. We want to find out which of those mechanisms are not working perfectly for you, and then we provide you with an exact match of the nutrients you need to make those enzymes work work well again. That is the exact thing. And that's why we need 52 different genes. I encourage you to look at those genes. Here you see how the sample is taken. It's a very simple process. You take a sample, you swab a cotton swab through your mouth, you send it back to the lab. It takes 6 to 10 business days, and then you get your result. Your result, the Gen Test report, a book with many different genes listed. And as you know, I've started a series, a weekly series, Dr. Peter's Gene of the Week. You get it in your mailbox as a Gen Life Health Advisor. You can follow it on our Facebook site. You can even see it on our website. And every week I discuss one of those genes. What does it do? How many people have a genetic variation on that gene? What does a genetic variation cause? And how can nutrition help you to gain back that functionality of that distorted enzyme, should you have it? That is what I'm now at episode 3, so there are 49 to follow. That completely fills the year, so it's going to be, I'm hoping you're following it. I hope you like that, because I think it is worthwhile. Many people ask us about what exactly does it mean, this genetic variation? What does it mean for me? Well, that helps you with that. We also do report walkthroughs, meaning that we discuss with people what this result actually means for them. We can show you, this is an example of the report, how much sensitivity you have for oxidative stress, which antioxidants are working for you the best so that you have the best antioxidant protection. We provide you information on, for the specific health concerns, which nutrients are going to be needed by you extra, and how much extra. In order, and some of them you need less, and how much less. And in order for you to maximize the effect of the biochemistry that you have, we get to an overall conclusion on all the well-known, well-researched ingredients. We know that, but now we know exactly how much you need of that specific ingredient. We have 36 different ingredients, all combined into the Gen Health product. And you know, these are the well-known ingredients. Our unique selling point is not hocus pocus ingredients, and I call them that way because we know all of companies that launch ingredients on the market that are, you know, not necessarily very well researched because they are unknown and come from some obscure location. We have chosen for well-researched, solid, very well-known ingredients, but in your specific dose. Here you see how the back of the product looks. Here I have the product in my hand. This is Mariel's product, Gen Health, her unique, specific, personalized nutrition product. We have a product only for you. There's only one customer at Gen Life that has that specific product, and that is you. That's why we register every product in Germany where the product is licensed with your name. Can you imagine that? We have a company where every customer has their own licensed, registered product. That is a unique development. And you know, that is a big challenge that a lot of companies, of course, are facing, who want to launch a personalized nutrition solution. We have solved that problem by registering everybody in Germany, and that is a unique selling point and feature that Gen Life brings to you. Here you see how the product looks. Your name is on it. Your name is on the sticks. It is a daily supplement. The box contains 30 units per day. And we've solved another very important part of nutritional intervention, and that is bioavailability. I mean, we should not be overlooked that. I mean, a lot of people who are not really into this, they take a product, they look, oh, it contains vitamin C, it contains vitamin E, it contains vitamin A, it must be good. Yeah, well, let me tell you this, it's good to take it in your mouth, but it also has to end up in your body. If it's not absorbed, it's not going to do any good. That is a key to the effectiveness of nutrition. So we know that bioavailability is critical. What we've done is, and that's how here you see the stick of Gen Health, we have these little micro-transporters. And micro-transporters are little beadlets, little balls of each ingredient in the Gen Health product contains their little ball. So everyone has their own transporting system into the gut. And those balls all have different release times. We can scale that. We can make sure that the ingredients are coming free in your intestinal tract at the moment where the absorption is maximal. That is a unique feature to increase the bioavailability. If you go to Salzburg, you're going to hear Dr. Daniel Wallersdorfer talk about this with great passion, because he knows how big the innovation also is in relation to Gen Health when it comes to the micro transporters and the bioavailability of the ingredients. Our goal is to make you become your own best partner. Our body is smart. Our body has developed many, many mechanisms to make us stay healthy, to fight off health concerns, to prevent health concerns from coming towards us. But we need to help our body by giving it the right tools in order to do that job the best it can. And those tools are micronutrients. We have them in Gen Health, but not only that, we have them in your specific amount and your specific levels. And that makes it a truly unique product. That is what we're about. And as you've seen in the first report, we have greatly embarked on a global trend that is coming. It's not there yet. The trend is starting, but we have started at the beginning of the trend, and we have already delivered the test and the product to the market. We're very great to be seen that we are supported by people who have never heard of Gen Life before, but who see that personalized nutrition is going to be the mega trend of the years to come, the decades to come. And tonight, I have a special guest on this webinar who saw this trend also coming. His name is Antti Kettunen. Antti Kettunen is a 30 years physiotherapist. He has a long experience in physiotherapy and also uses nutrition in his practice. Like many, nutrition is not just staying on his own. Nutrition is a part of many different aspects of staying healthy. And Antti lives in Vantaa, in close to Helsinki in Finland. And I have here Mariel with me, a co-founder of Gen Life.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. And she's going to help Antti and to express himself in Finnish and a little bit of English so that we can understand everybody well during this webinar. Antti, good evening.
Good evening. Hello from Finland.
Thank you for joining us on this webinar. We're very glad that you have decided to be a Gen Life health advisor. Can you talk us a bit through your reasons? What made you interested in Gen Life?
Kerrotko vähän niistä syistä, jotka sai sut kiinnostumaan Gen Life?
Joo, toki. Kuulin Gen Lifesta, niin. Ymmärsin kyllä heti sen verran, että tämä on niin kuin hieno juttu, millä voin auttaa sekä itseä että omia asiakkaita voimaan paremmin.
When I heard of Gen Life the first time, I immediately realized that this is something fantastic. It's going to enable me to make myself feel better and perform better, but also all my customers.
Exactly. And you have used nutrition a long time in your practice, I believe.
Sä oot käyttänyt ravintolisia myös sun työssä jo pitkään.
Kyllä. Auttanut asiakkaita pidempään myös näillä ravintoaineilla, mutta tämä Gen Life oli silleen erilainen, että tämä oli oikeasti yksilöllinen ja sitten tällä pystyy oikeasti ennaltaehkäistä ja tasapainottaa ihmisten elimistöä niin kuin sisältäpäin, mitä mä oon tehnyt ulkoiltapäin, niin tämä oli heti semmoinen kotonen.
I have a long history with supplements. I've used them with my customers a lot. And what makes Gen Life and Gen Health unique was that it was individually made. It's a truly unique product for every customer, and it resonated really well with my philosophy of wanting to make myself and my customers feel better from the inside because of my skills in physiotherapy, and I do that on the outside already, so now this is an added value from the inside out.
Can I ask you, I'm interested in how you changed your advice giving to patients or to customers for your practice from previous times when there was no Gen Health to today. When it comes to nutrition, I believe people come in and say, Antti, what do I need? How does your answer change from 2 years ago to what it is today?
Mä uskon, että sulla käy vieraita ja asiakkaita, jotka tulee sulle ja kysyy, että Antti, mitä mun täytyy käyttää, mikä olisi mulle hyväksi? Niin kerrotko, että miten sun suositus on muuttunut verrattuna siihen, mitä sä suosittelit aikaisemmin nyt, kun sulla on Gen Life ja Gen Health?
No, ennen oli vaan ne yleiset, että tämä on sulle hyvä ja tätä suositellaan, mutta nyt kun se muuttui niin päin, että tehdäänkin ensin testi ja katsotaan, mitä sä oikeasti tarvit ja tiedetään sitten varmasti, että nämä sopii sulle ja toimii sulle, niin se on muuttunut.
The radical change that I have, and it's really adding value to me as well, is that instead of giving my customers an advice and a suggestion of buying something what everybody else buys, I completely turned the table around with the help of Gen Life Gen Health is allowing me to tell them that, well, let's first take a look at what exactly it is that you need, and then we can create a product that matches your biochemistry uniquely.
Now, you are a physiotherapist, so you have professionally see customers and patients, depending how you call them. What's your advice to people who don't have a physiotherapy practice to build a business with Gen Life and Gen Health?
Sulla on hyvin ainutlaatuinen asema, kun sä oot ammatinharjoittaja, fysioterapeuttina ja sulla on asiakkaita ja potilaita. Mutta onko sulla jotain vinkkejä niille meistä, jotka halutaan rakentaa Gen Life-liiketoimintaa ja meillä ei ole samanlaista ainutlaatuista asemaa tavoittaa ihmisiä ja saada heidän luottamus kuin sulla on?
No, mutta kaikki tuntee ihmisiä ja jos sulla on semmoinen halu, että sä haluat auttaa ihmisiä, niin sit sä puhut näistä omista. Totta kai sun pitää itse käyttää tuotetta ja olla tyytyväinen ja sit voit jakaa sitä tietoa ja sitä intoa, mitä sä itse koet ja sitten tietenkin pyydät näihin webinaareihin ja tilaisuuksiin, missä kuullaan Gen Lifesta. Niin.
I believe it all starts with you being the product of your product. You need to use your product, you need to have belief in it, and you need to be excited about it. After that, we all know people, we all have contacts, we all have people around us who want to hear from us and who ask for our recommendations. And then I believe the point is just listening to people, inviting them to webinars, inviting them to events, and giving them an opportunity of hearing also from third parties about Gen Life and Gen Health.
Now, I know, Antti, you're coming to Salzburg. So can you tell the audience, why did you decide to come to Salzburg?
Antti, me tiedetään, että sä oot tulossa Salzburg. Niin kertoisitko meidän yleisölle, että miksi sä päätit lähteä sinne?
No, mä uskon, että se on, mä en voi edes kuvitella, millä se näyttää. Noin niin kuin, mä uskon, että se on mulle semmoinen yllätys ja positiivisessa mielessä, että se niin kuin innostaa, näkee miten laadukasta ja ammattitaitoista hommaa se on ja se niin kuin innostaa eteenpäin, että suosittelisin sitä muillekin.
Well, I'm so excited in going. I can't even imagine what it's going to look like. I'm really looking forward to seeing the professionalism, the scale of the operations, how everything is done. I know it's going to be so motivating for me. And I really recommend for everyone to come there because I know that it's going to give us a lot of confidence and a boost to move forward.
It absolutely will be, Antti. You're going to be one of the 30 already today, and we're still open. We have maximum 50 spots available. So we still have place for a few people. And the nice thing about Gen Life is that we make it possible for everybody to earn that trip completely free. We've done it in a way that you can go to Salzburg, you can come back, you can start building your business till the end of March, and you can come completely for free to Salzburg to see with your own eyes what Gen Lab is all about. I want to thank Antti. Antti is the big boss of PhysioFox in Vantaa, close to Helsinki, and he's a very respected Gen Life health advisor and is building his business together with us. Thank you, Antti, for being here tonight on this webinar.
Thank you. It was my pleasure. Okay, thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for spending your evening with us. Check us out at www.genlife.today. Where you can find all the information. We have relaunched our website. Check it out, how it looks. In the next few days, we're going to make some further announcements when it comes to video material and websites, and we're excited about your reactions. So thank you very much, and have a great evening, and start using Gen Health today if you don't already do so. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.